Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is December 7th, 2025. We're going to check in with the energies coming in for this week. But before we do that, we're going to look at the energies from last week. And we had that super full moon in the sign of Gemini. And that full moon really pushed us, and I'm sure you felt it. I felt a lot of physical symptoms like nausea, had a lot of gastro problems, and a lot of emotional stuff rising up. You know, oftentimes people will say, but I thought I worked through that, and then it came back again. And we usually repeat a pattern, or we go through something again because we haven't fully really learned from it. So before we get into our cards, the first card that comes up that kind of flew out of the deck when I was shuffling up cards today is this card here, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, personal journey. There are valuable lessons that have been learned. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of you choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes. And then it is giving you a little bit of homework if you would like to do this after you listen. Write a list of what you have changed in your life since learning these valuable lessons. I'm sure that you can say to yourself that for the last year, you, from the person you were in January to who you are today, have really gone through a lot. Energetically, it's been an ending year for 2025. A lot of things have been coming to completion and ends. And then depending on each individual human, it has showed up differently for them depending on where they are at in their personal journey. But we've all really grown in one way or another. And I'm talking about all of the people that are awakened. We have all really gone through so much from January to December. There has been so much growth and so much bringing up those emotions that have really been stuck in our bodies for so long for release. And so this last week has been a very intense week for so many people, and a lot has been going on, and it's really been pulling you into chaos almost. But the reason why that has been happening is because it's really completing. You're really going through the ending of whatever it is of your personal journey that you need to finally work through and clear. And so I want you to think about that for a second. And perhaps when you complete listening to this, get a pen and paper and write down a list of 10 things. I did this, so this is why I'm sharing this with you. 10 things that you are done with. You're giving it to God. You are done. Remember, we've talked about that violet flame that sits up here with Saint Germain, and how anything that we need to clear, we throw into the violet flame, metaphorically speaking, unless you could visually see that, and you imagine it being sent up to God for healing and transmutation. That is what I want you to consider, because you're lightening your load. We have been receiving light, so much light to lighten our bodies and to lighten our energetic bodies. But we have to make room in the body so that we can receive more coming in next year. And the best way to do that is to get out that pen and paper and write down everything that you have released. Make a list of 10 things. And then make a list of 10 things that you are grateful for. And even if it hasn't happened yet, act as if it's already happened. So we're going to pull 3 cards from this deck, and I love this deck because it's, first of all, it's red. And red is the root chakra, and red is all about your foundation. And we're working on changing our foundations, each of us individually. We are really clearing the old to bring in the new. Next year is a 1 year, which is significantly about new chapter coming in as a collective. So let's pull 3 cards right now just to get an idea of where we're at and where we're heading into this new year. Okay. Well, we have 2 cards, guys, and it's the same card. Did I do this card last year? Last week? I think so. And protection. So what did we just talk about with the violet flame? We talked about transmuting the old energy, shedding the old. Remember, this card has the number 44 on it, which is the angel saying, I'm with you, I'm protecting you. And then here we have the protection card. You cannot make this stuff up. So no matter how you're feeling right now, no matter what chaos you have been going through, and believe me, I've been going through my own set of chaos, I just want you to know that you're getting to the other side. This has been a lot, but we did sign up to be here. And there is something in our personal journey that we each need to be learning. And look at that card also. 5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10. And 10 is the year that we're going into. So we want you to end, when I say we, I mean the angels and me, want you to end this year on a good note, not on a bad note. We want you to look at all of the things that you've experienced within this year, within the last 9 years of this cycle, and think about all that you have learned, all the experiences that helped you to grow, all of the experience that helped you to dig in and realize that everything is inside of you. And what have you been coming outside of yourself to seek for guidance, for knowledge, for information, when it's always been right here in the heart, right here. And then we want you to write that list of those 10. You can make it 12, 15, you can make it 6. It doesn't matter, but really consider what you are letting go of, what you're shedding, what you're not bringing into 2026, what you're done with. And then I want you to have gratitude for that, because even if it hasn't already happened, it's coming. Okay. We're going to pull 3 cards today. We're sticking with the red deck. I guess we really are in the root chakra today. The root chakra, once again, is the chakra that is all about how you are on the physical earth, the 3D earth, the earth plane, how you go about your days, how you feel supported. Do you feel physically supported? Do you have a roof over your head? Be grateful for it. Money in the bank, be grateful for it. Food on the table, be grateful for it. Do you have a career or a passion or a job that you are in alignment with? Be grateful for it. If you're not in alignment with any of those things, we want you to still consider what you need to let go of, because it is time. We are done with the days where we are just going to go to work 9 to 5 and then be done and work for somebody else and forget about ourselves. It's not in alignment with 2026 anymore. Those days are over. If you're working a job that is 9 to 5, make sure it fulfills you. Make sure it's something you're passionate about. Make sure it's something that you're good at. And if it's not, we want you to take the time and do the research to find something that does fulfill you, that does light you up, that does make you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Every time I have someone here and I do a session, or I'm doing these sessions, I know in my heart and my gut and my soul, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Does it bring in so much money? No, it doesn't. But maybe one day it will. But in the meantime, I have the patience to know that every time I do this, I just get that. The angels are like, see, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And I know it in my gut. I want you to have that same feeling. You deserve that. God put us here to really develop our gifts and to really show up and to be of service and to be of service for Him in some way or another. If you're a bus driver for kids to go to school, you're serving God, because we're all God's children, so those children are getting to school safely. It doesn't matter what it is, but as long as it's in your heart and you know that it's for you, then you're doing the right thing. Okay, that was a tangent. Let's pull 3 cards now. We're going to ask 3 archangels to come through today and share a message for all of us, and then we're going to end this. We're going into the week of December 7th. What do we need to know? Okay. So it's not going to be pick a card, but I'm going to pull 3 cards. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we are. Okay. Hold on, let me read them. Okay. Amazing. All right, I'm going to show you the cards. First card, the Archaea of Freedom. The second card, the Archangel Raphael. Prioritize your health. The third card, the Archangel Haniel. Trust your vibes. We are freeing ourselves from all of the things that have pulled us down and held us back. It shows up in so many ways. I just saw something and I wish I could remember what it said, so I'm not going to go there, but it was basically about how in society, in all of these systems, we have always been pushed into obeying or being in trouble for not obeying. And I'm not talking about bad things. I'm talking about like going to school, and if you didn't do things the way that they saw fit in the system, you are labeled, something is wrong with you, you are in trouble, you are going to fail. And that's the way it's been in all of these systems, but the collective is freeing ourselves. We are freeing ourselves because we are receiving more light, and we know now, what we didn't know then, that this is not the way it's supposed to be. We have been shackled. We have been in a jail, and we are ready to break free for once and for all. We are, I'm just seeing this here, enliven your senses. We have also been taught that all of these healing practices, what I do is alternative healing. All of these practices were shunned. They're woo-woo. They're weird. No, they're not. And that is also, everybody's tuning back into their heart and tuning back into that connection that they have with God that they've always had, because that is the most important connection. And that is the one that will always help you to heal yourself. And we're all caught up in these systems so much that then fear rises up, because then this confusion comes through because we don't know what to do, because should we go in that direction or should we go in this direction? Who do we trust? But what Haniel is saying is trust your vibes. Trust what your gut is telling you. So no matter what happens, and this is a process, but no matter what you go through, before you make a decision, step back and feel into it. How does this make me feel? And if you are uneasy about it, then you need to step back further and wait. And then eventually the answer will come to you. But trusting your vibes is so important right now. And when we were talking in the beginning about the root chakra, the firm foundation that it provides for us, feeling supported, what we're also talking about is our health. And it's very important right now to make sure that the first and most important thing that we're taking care of is our foundation, and prioritizing ourselves for our own health, so that we don't get inundated and overwhelmed with what is coming at us, left, right, center. All these different things are coming at us. Right now, it's more important to step back and be within, and to heal, and to prioritize what your needs are, what your passions are, what feels right for you, what feels good to you. Those are the things that you keep doing, and the things that are not, you walk away from, you step back from, you get rid of, you throw in the violet flame for transmutation and healing. And who better to do that with than Archangel Raphael? So that's our message for today. I hope that this message helps you. I hope you're staying warm, and I hope that you are enjoying whatever is going on around you for the holidays. Appreciate everybody around you. Show a lot of gratitude. All it does is it brings in more light to your heart. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.